Good morning and welcome to Widener University's graduation for the College of Arts and Sciences. We are delighted that you are with us. Our ceremony will start promptly at 10 a.m. Graduates, please move from the ceremony tent to the welcome tent for lineup. All graduates should move to the welcome tent for a lineup now. Thank you.
Like we always do at this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I'ma get on the TV, mama. I'ma put it down. I'm welcome to the good life. With the CLD, won't even get pulled over in they new V. The good life, let's go on a living spree. They say the best things in life are free. The good life, it feel like Atlanta, it feel like LA, it feel like Miami, it feel like NY. Summertime shy. Throw your hands up in the sky. So I roll through good. Y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood. Ferrari, and she got the goods, and she got that. I got to look sorry. Yo, it's got to be, cause I'm seasoned. Haters give me them salty looks. Lawrence 50 told me, go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile. Now I go for mine, I got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Now I go for mine, I got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I'ma get on the TV, mama. I'ma put it down. Welcome to the good life, where we like the girls who ain't on TV, cause they got more than the models. The good life, so keep it coming with the bottles, so she feel booze like she bombed out Apollo. The good life, it feel like Houston, it feel like Philly, it feel like DC, it feel like VA, or the Bay, or yay. Hey, this is the good life. Homie, tell me what's good. Why I only got a problem when you in the hood? Welcome to the good life. Like I'm new in the hood. The only thing I wish it. Welcome to the good life. He probably think he could, but I don't think he should. Welcome to the good life. 50 told me, go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile. Now I go for mine, yeah, I got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Now I go for mine, I got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I'ma get on the TV, mama. I'ma put it down. Have you ever popped champagne on a plane? getting some. She said I never seen snakes on a plane. Whether you broke or rich, you gotta get this. Having money's that everything that having it is. I was splurging on trips, but when I get my car back activated, I'm back to Vegas. Cause I always had a passion for flashing. Before I had it, I closed my eyes and imagined the good life. Better than the life I lived when I thought that
Welcome, everyone. My name is Andy Workman. I'm the University Provost, and I'd like to take a few minutes before our ceremony begins to share some information with you. Let me begin with the order of the procession. The first person you will see is the bearer of the mace. A ceremonial staff, the mace is carried by the Grand Marshal of the College of Arts and Sciences and is used to open and close its academic convocations. Professor Patricia Dyer, the individual who has served the longest time in our school in the rank of full professor, carries the mace today. The mace bearer stands in the front of the platform until all faculty and all members of the platform party have processed to their seats. The students, your students, will follow Professor Dyer. Following the students is a platform party, which consists of members of the faculty, board of trustees, vice presidents, deans, and lastly, University President Stacy Robertson. Students earning a bachelor's or associate's degree are wearing blue gowns. Students earning a master's degree are wearing black gowns. As a courtesy, please remain seated while the faculty and platform party process in, and please silence all electronic devices. Hope you have a very enjoyable celebration with us. We are proud of all our graduates, and we will begin in a few minutes. keeping it trill.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, keeping it trill. You may be seated. Good morning, and let me be the first of many today to congratulate our graduates on your commencement. I'd like to also welcome your family, friends, and the loved ones who are joining us for this auspicious occasion. My name is Andy Workman. I'm the University Provost. I'm pleased to welcome and introduce the members of the Platform Party. Please stand as I read your name. President Stacey Robertson. Chair of the Board of Trustees, Paul Bideman. Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, Cynthia Sarnosky. Treasurer of the Board of Trustees, Nancy Hess. Secretary of the Board, Jean McGurk. Trustee Dexter Hamilton. Student Trustee Maritza Garcia. Trustee Jim Hargadon. Trustee Matt Hartley. Trustee Tony Leatherberry. Trustee Iraklis Prokopakis. And Trustee Lou Rodriguez. Will the members of the university leadership team please stand? Will Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, David Lehman, please stand to your success now and in the future. So will you please join me in a big round of applause for our faculty. And now it's my pleasure to welcome President Stacey Robertson to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome, and thank you so much for being here with us today. I always like to begin with an expression of gratitude to all of those who made this possible, all that hard work. So I want to start with our dedicated staff and faculty, many of whom are here with us today, our generous and devoted commencement leaders who do amazing work, and all of those who work relentlessly to make our campus so beautiful and festive. So thank you to all of you. And our safety officers who you see everywhere. I'd also like to recognize all friends and family who are with us here today. Your love and support are priceless. None of us get here on our own. Sometimes we have a team of supporters who believe in us, and sometimes it's just a single person. Whatever the case, graduates, please stand up, turn around, and give some love to your people. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. I am so utterly delighted to be here with you today. Graduation is my very favorite time of year. It is just full of joy and ritual and celebration, and it is all about you. I want to offer my most enthusiastic congratulations to each of you. Earning this degree required focus, hard work, a willingness to grow and learn, including the ability to recover from challenges, and I know we've all experienced those. I am absolutely confident that each of you will use your degree to find career success, enrich the communities around you, and play a part, big or small, in making the world a better place. Your Widener Alumni Network is 60,000 strong and will always be here to support you and to welcome you home. You are lifetime members of the Pride, and you belong here. My remarks today will be blissfully brief, because I know why you're here is to see and to be the person crossing this stage. What I'd like to do for just a few minutes is to reflect on what it means to flourish in life. I am on the brink of 60 years old, and this means I've had a little bit of time to think about what it means to thrive. I want to start with building meaningful relationships. I'm reading a book right now called The Good Life. The authors are involved with the longest ongoing study of life satisfaction. It's 80 years old, this study. And they have dug deep into that research where they've interviewed and surveyed all of these individuals for 80 years. And they've trying to find a recipe for what makes people happy. And it turns out that developing meaningful relationships is that recipe. Let me quote the authors. The people who were happiest, who stayed healthiest as they grew old, and who lived the longest were the people who had the warmest connections with other people, who had the warmest connections with other people. It is not about the number of relationships that you have. It is about the quality of those relationships. Trust, warmth, and deep care. These are the qualities you should be seeking in developing meaningful relationships. I have two friends in my life who have been with me for decades. Stephanie and I have been friends since we were 12 years old. She never lets me forget my roots. She gives me a loving hard time like nobody's business, and she is always there for me. Demetris and I met in 1994, and she has been relentlessly at my side ever since. She is a brilliant poet and writer and teacher who inspires me, makes me brave, and teaches me to listen to my own heart. I know these two will always have my back. I don't live anywhere near them. They're very busy, I'm busy, but we take time to stay in touch. We prioritize our relationship. I hope that you all find your version of Stephanie and Demetris. You may have already found those people right here at Widener. These are the relationships that will keep you healthy and happy and fulfilled. These are the relationships that always remind you that you belong. In addition to building meaningful relationships, I also want to encourage you to keep learning. If you are looking for a successful life, one in which you seek excellence, pursue ambitious goals, and plan to make a difference in the world, you need to embrace the idea that learning is a constant in your life. It doesn't end with your degree. Curiosity is priceless. But there seems to be at this point in our lives we become a little bit less curious. I remember when my boys were young and they were first discovering the world around them. As we took walks around our little neighborhood in Peoria, Illinois, my oldest son, Evan, would constantly ask, "Hada," which really meant, "What's that?" Oh my gosh, it was a barrage of "Hada, hada, hada." His curiosity was endless, and it gave him so much joy to learn. I urge you to embrace your inner Hada. Ask questions, read, listen to podcasts, continue to take classes, pursue a higher degree. Maybe take time off this summer, though, you know. Prioritize learning and do not allow yourself the excuse that you do not have time. There are 168 hours in every week. Take away work and sleep, you still have 70 hours left. You have time, my friends. I listen to Audible books when I drive. My commute to Widener is 10 minutes. That is not a lot of time, but if you add it up, that's 100 minutes per week of listening and learning. I have literally listened to dozens and dozens of books this way, and I've learned so much. Okay, so my final piece of advice: do scary stuff. We create so many boundaries for ourselves out of fear and shame. How many opportunities have you missed out on because it seemed too scary? Because you were worried you might embarrass yourself, or you thought you might fail, or you thought your weakness would be revealed. We need to learn to let go of those fears. More often than not, they are not true. And even when they do reveal weakness, or you fail, or you feel embarrassed, these are opportunities to grow our resilience and learn how to rise strong. I read a book a little while back called The 5-Second Rule, and it offers this simple life hack. When trying to change a habit or do something hard, we often get stuck in our head and in our fears. We overthink it. We let doubt creep in and keep us from even trying. The hack is to count backwards from 5 and just do it. Don't let yourself get caught up in your head. If you want to wake up earlier, but you keep pushing that snooze button, when your alarm goes off, just the moment your alarm goes off, count down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jump out of bed. Don't let yourself start thinking, all right? Don't let yourself start thinking. I used to be really intimidated when I was at conferences about asking questions. You know, the speaker would stop, and I'd have a question, but I'd be like, oh, my question is really stupid. I'm not going to ask it. I'm going to embarrass myself. So I started employing this hack, and it actually worked. When the speaker stopped speaking, I count back from 5 in my head, and my hand shoots up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I am like the queen of asking questions at conferences now. It doesn't matter if they're smart or whatever, right? I'm always asking questions. Another simple life hack is to just take small steps and seek small wins. You don't have to get to the end right at the beginning. If you really want to run a marathon, start out with a mile, right? Just start out with a mile. Little wins drive your motivation and your confidence. Most important, do not create boundaries for yourself. Do scary stuff. And don't forget those meaningful relationships that lead to happiness and great health and long lives. Those are the ones that help you do scary stuff and that remind you that you belong and that you are brave. Okay, it's also really important to know when to conclude a speech. May each of you flourish throughout your life journey. I am sending you all kinds of love and hugs, and congratulations, everyone. I now welcome our fabulous Dean, David Lehman, to the stage.
Thank you, President Robertson. Graduates of 2024, congratulations. I know you've been thinking back to your arrival to Widener. For most of you, that fall of 2020, you started on screens, right? You remember? And that lasted a year. And then we came together, you made friends, you studied hard, and you learned much, and we built community together. You made this beautiful campus, this university, a place where you belonged, and you are now completing a very important season in your life. You deserve to be very proud. So briefly, I'm going to address two questions. One is, what have we endeavored to provide you at Widener? And the second question, what have you achieved and contributed? So first, whatever your major is, at Widener, we have helped you acquire both technical skills and human skills. You are science majors who know how to lead diverse groups. You are humanities majors who are digital whizzes. You are social science majors who have learned research techniques and how to serve in helping professions. Yet, skills are only part of education. During your years at Widener, we also offered you opportunities to clarify and develop your values. The core values of Widener: respect, integrity, excellence. Respect includes care for the entire community. Integrity means being true to oneself in relationship with others. Excellence is to be intellectually curious, creative, to use evidence to test ideas, and to strive always for improvement. Even more important to highlight today, I think, is what you have achieved during your years at Widener. And we can't list it all, but what you have contributed to our campus, community, and beyond is amazing. You are an amazing group. As I look out among you, and I'm looking at you, I see dozens of you who have presented your research and creative projects at Circus Symposia. If you hear yourself in this, or you know people that you can respond. High Impact Practices Fair, Honors Weeks, Student Project Days, Senior Capstone events, on topics, I see nodding heads there, on topics such as youth in the justice system, thermal acclimation of brook trout. Yeah. Now you got the spirit. Dance choreography, sex determination in horseshoe crabs, graphic design, girls' literature between World War I and World War II. I could go on. I see several of you who had transformative global engagements in Costa Rica, Italy, Honduras, England. I see one of you who studied for a semester in Sevilla, Spain. Okay, and another, two of you who together spent a semester in Honolulu, Hawaii. I see dozens of you who participated as scholar athletes. You ran, you swam, you set and spiked, you cheered, you dribbled and shot, you passed and tackled, you scooped and cradled. You competed in esports. One of you came one out short of a perfect game in baseball, ending with a dazzling one-hit shutout. You helped lead a few of your teams to historical seasons and postseasons. All of you while being hardworking students. Others of you thrived in other arts: dancing, acting, marching, singing, playing your instruments. A couple of you co-directed the Widener TEDx team, and one of you was the first Widener student to present a TEDx talk, a talk that went viral. I see the first two recipients, a viola player and a trumpeter, both political science majors, of the John Van Orr Prize for the Performing Arts. I see a number of you who did co-ops and internships, working on sustainability projects in the public and private sector, perfecting software systems for medical professionals, caring for children with autism, on the autism spectrum, assisting young people at the Junior Sixers camp, and working with women at the WOW Center. One of you helped improve social service access for non-native speakers in Maryland, and one of you worked in a U.S. Representative's office in New Jersey. I see many of you who regularly shared your experiences with prospective students at Widener Day and Admitted Student Days. What a legacy. You helped to bring a record-breaking class to Widener this past fall, and you're helping to bring another great class to Widener this coming fall. Thank you. I see leaders, those of you who have participated as crew leaders and ambassadors, as Apogee scholars and Bonner leaders. Some of you served as officers in your fraternities and sororities, and in other student organizations, you served as tutors and learning assistants. I see an SGA president and an SGA vice president. I see one of you who was the student representative on the Widener Alumni Council. I see all of you. Each and every one of you has been a gift to us at Widener, and we thank you for that. I will end with the words of one member of our graduating class, of your graduating class. Gabby Nye double majored in biology and Spanish and has completed her first year in the Doctor in Physical Therapy program. Last night, Gabby said, although our time as students at Widener might be coming to a close, our time at Widener is not. The memories we've made, the growth we've experienced, the friendships and connections we've developed in our 4 years here are not over. What we have gained from Widener will last a lifetime. Returning to where we started, to everything, there is a season. You have come to the end of one season of your life, and you're about to begin another. We wish you the very best. So, President Robertson, shall we get to the big moment? Yes, let's do it. Will the candidates for all degrees please rise? President Robertson, the students standing before you have successfully completed the courses of study prescribed for their degrees. On recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased, therefore, to present them to you. Graduates, please come forward.
Now presenting Widener University's graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences. Gretchen Elizabeth Allenbach, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice. Bridgetta Lynch, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice. Sydney Monique Ravel, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice. Lauren A. Wyorka, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice. James Travis Harris, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice. Emily Plebin, Master of Public Administration. Skylar Eve Hart, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Jacob Alexander Koppelman, Bachelor of Arts. Jackson Bryce Casey, Bachelor of Arts. Jordan Zamir Baxter, Bachelor of Arts. Sebastian I.T. Krauthauser, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, also receiving a Bachelor of Science, cum laude. David Theodore Waters, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, also receiving a Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Caroline Melina Kunze, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Jenna Morgan Rosenthal, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Nicholas Joseph Sermoniano, Bachelor of Arts. Luke C. Pollock, Bachelor of Arts. Nicholas Michael Brennan, Bachelor of Arts. Zachary Ty Rosamalia, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Emily Friel, Bachelor of Arts. Maggie Rose Boys, Bachelor of Arts. Bryn Elizabeth Foley, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Samantha Josephine Kuhn, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, to be commissioned as Second Lieutenant in the United States Army. Gabriella Lee Nye, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jaden Brooke Sweely, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Sally Marissa Myers, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Fiona Kathleen Fisher, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Frances Alexandra Peterson, Bachelor of Arts. Kendall Noel Gordon, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Stephen Michael D. Donato Jr., Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Yasir Sardar Alvi, Bachelor of Arts. Kelvin Andy Smith, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Sarah Marie Hurley, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Rappa, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Madeline Sar Reeser, Bachelor of Arts. Lucy Helen Breithaupt, Bachelor of Arts. Ramneet Kaur, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Elizabeth Stanger, Bachelor of Arts. Helena Elizabeth Birking Snyder, Bachelor of Arts. Raisa Sadek, Bachelor of Arts. Emma Christine Granahan, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Matthew John Walker, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Sean Thomas O'Day, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Karina Michelle Gerace, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kirsten Schaller, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Morgan Ashley Snyder, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Teresa Jordan Stout, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Catherine Amaya Makowitz, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Cole Robert Chacero, Bachelor of Science. Anthony Joseph Pompili, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Michael Gerard Gemma, Bachelor of Arts. Gavin Christopher Smith, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Gavin Stephen LaRocca, Bachelor of Arts. Evelyn Margaret Payton, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Juliana Marie Munoz Hackett, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Madison Brielle Zagorski, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Magdalene Elizabeth McGlynn, Bachelor of Arts. Sean Francis Curran, Bachelor of Arts. Gianni Carmen Di Matteo, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Patrick C. Kirk, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Alex Michael Malloy, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Kevin Matthew Witkowski, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Sean Michael Fatiga, Bachelor of Arts. Carter Joseph Taylor, Bachelor of Arts. Monica Cyan, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Riley Jill Gallagher, Bachelor of Arts. Catherine Marie Moore, Bachelor of Arts. Kevin M. DeLacy, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Victoria L. Brown, Bachelor of Science. Megan Elizabeth Barthol, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Tatiana Geneva Briggs, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Madeline Catherine Lally, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Olivia Marie Mistakeli, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Nina Grace Swanson, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Angelica Lisette Reyes, Bachelor of Arts. Madeline Eve Hoffman, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Sydney Emma Young, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Remedith Chelsea Williams, Bachelor of Arts. Julia Grace Freeney, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Nicholas Chavez, Bachelor of Science. Jake William Tomzak, Bachelor of Science. Joshua Kenna, Bachelor of Science. Zachary Michael Zauzig, Bachelor of Arts. Taylor Rose Black, Bachelor of Arts. Annalisa Ferreri, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Alyssa Gail Timms, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Rhiannon McNulty, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kylie Jolene Beller, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Sophia Paige Kraus, Bachelor of Arts. Allison Marie Schwartz, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Nora Eileen Larkin, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Wadi Rivera III, Bachelor of Science. Cameron Kyrie Wynn, Bachelor of Arts. Bradley Eugene Payne Jr., Bachelor of Arts. Dylan Devine, Bachelor of Arts. Shantrea Hun, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Makai Jose Rico, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Maya Camille Taylor, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Ariel Alexa Amanda McCrae, Bachelor of Arts. Trinity Massenberg, Bachelor of Arts. Jalea Louise Lawrence, Bachelor of Arts. Scott Chance, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Christian Michael Mingioni, Bachelor of Science. Joshua Edward Garland, Bachelor of Science. Corey Jacob Keim, Bachelor of Arts. Matthew Jacob Kelly, Bachelor of Arts. Kyle Logan Meyer, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Gianna Nicole Samuels, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Molly Elizabeth Smith, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Luke James Spera, Bachelor of Science, also receiving a Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude, to be commissioned as Second Lieutenant in the United States Army. Tyrone A.G. Steele, Bachelor of Science. Anna Maria Conrad, Bachelor of Science. Lauren Aisha Archer, Bachelor of Arts.
Amon A. Joseph, Bachelor of Science.
Benjamin Alexander Zangi, Bachelor of Arts. Matthew Varghese, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Mia Grace Podgorski, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Alexa Teresa Skorak, Bachelor of Science. Richard V. Caden, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Lucy Adeline Pickersgill, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Jeremy Joseph Volpe, Bachelor of Science. Bailey Elizabeth Malinowski, Bachelor of Science.
Gia Faith Faragali, Bachelor of Arts.
Caitlin Bryn Irby, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Kennedy Elise Shaw, Bachelor of Arts. Starlyn Ora Johnson, Bachelor of Arts. Rhea Abraham, Bachelor of Arts. Alexis Mackenzie Rosen, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth DiCarlo, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Brower, Bachelor of Arts. Emma Grace Robinson, Bachelor of Arts. Jacob Capello, Bachelor of Arts. Ethan Robert Cox, Bachelor of Arts. Amir Cantrell Price, Bachelor of Arts. Ethan Michael Monroe, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Christopher James Womack, Bachelor of Science. Ahileas Prokopakis, Bachelor of Science. Jackson William Sora, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Natalie Marie Petito, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Keely Alexandra Duffy, Bachelor of Arts. Jade Bethany Thomas Ballard, Bachelor of Science. William Brian Allison, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Kyle William Snyder, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Christopher Corey Jr., Bachelor of Arts. Berkay Ertuğrul Ozgen, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Hannah Rose McDermott, Bachelor of Arts. Jason B. Hare, Bachelor of Science. Bailey K. Baratka, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Zeal Hen Mi Win, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Bella Rose Kuhn, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, also receiving a Bachelor of Science. Naomi Francois, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, also receiving a Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Mohammed Muaz Jalilati, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude.
Graduates, will you please stand? Faculty, will you please stand? Under the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the State of Delaware, and the trustees of Widener University, I confer upon you the degrees for which you have successfully completed the prescribed courses of study and for which you have been recommended by the faculty. This is signified by your diploma and is conferred with all the rights, privileges, and immunities appertaining thereto. And now, in recognition of your graduation, all associate's and baccalaureate degree recipients, please move your tassel from the right to the left. It is my great pleasure to congratulate each and every one of you once again and to wish you the very best in your future endeavors. We hope to see so many of you back here as alumni at our alumni events, homecoming, and other events. We will be waiting for you. I will be waiting for you. This concludes our ceremony. Please remain seated until the platform party and the graduates have recessed. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations, graduates.